Saturday night baseball now from Southern California at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Two of the best bats in the business go at it. Here's Brett Gardner now, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. And we'll kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this will be handled by Kinsler for route number 1. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. Last season, he had over 110 RBIs. That's an RBI machine. When you're driving in over 100, that's really special, and you are doing some big things.
And there's out number 2.
Batting third, left fielder
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Maldonado is after it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Sonny Gray is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's 0 for 7. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit.
1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the left field line. On the move is Stanton. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
batting third baseman
Coming in for his first at bat, Zach Cozart, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Gray gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Frazier is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Line towards center field. Young patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Meyer, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kinsler's got it, and that's the second out. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
The count now at 2-2. Here it is. Still even at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Simmons. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Here's Chris Carter now. And he's hoping to get things turned around here in April. Entering play with an average down in the 220s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Here's Luis Valbuena now. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's seen him well. 6 for 11. He's taken him deep once. Gray ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Valbuena is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
1-0 the count. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Relay to first in time, and just like that, Brandon Drury will bat next. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in now for the Yankees, Austin Romine. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses off the plate. Third inning, no score to this point. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 2-1 home. Hit down the third baseline. Cozart is there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ronald Torreyes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. There to get it is Kinsler. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Albert now. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lays off 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. This is hit high and deep out to left. Gone!
Well, you can see here the catcher sets up inside. He wanted to tie him up on the inner half, but he just missed, leaving it out over the plate. And that's what happens when you miss there. One-way ticket to Gonzville.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. Young, a native Texan. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2001.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Chris Young is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. 0-1 the count. This one for the shortstop Gregorius. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Angels.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Bounce to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Angels on the home run by Pujols. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brett Gardner back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, one away. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. Judge, base runner at first with 1 out. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball in 2 strikes.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Grounded to first. And that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his head up, and it's into right field. Throw won't get him.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Nero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
In now, Clint Frazier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 1-1 home. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Up with it, Maldonado, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And there's one away.
Third baseman,
At the plate, Zach Kozar flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. A 1-1. Line drive to left. Stanton is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Chris Carter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Gray has his target. 0-1 pitch on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one. Drury, a 25-year-old. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. Ready for another chance? Austin Romine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Next for New York, Ronald Torreyes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And a sliding attempt at second, but he can't corral it, and that ought to be a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one.
And hang on, he's out. Gunned down, trying to swipe a bag. Here's Luis Valbuena now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Luis Valbuena.
There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. This is pulled into right. Frazier is there, 1 away.
That's one of those tough luck out. It'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Skied into straightaway right. Torreyes over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 5, Albert Pujols.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Albert Pujols. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Missed with a slider.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1 now to Albert. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Brett Gardner now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
2-1 to count. The 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Young is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. Was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. The 0-2 home. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Chris Young. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Is a fastball that misses. Count remains 2-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Maldonado leads off first with 1 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. That one's in there. 3-1. Into center field. Line drive base hit.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You could pretty much...
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been... using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And he got him. So 2 outs now, and with 1 big out still to go, they may be able to get out of this mess with the lead intact. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Tough slider down low for a strike. A ball and a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. He is swung on it. Missed, he got him. Angels back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Clint Frazier. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And a whiff at a good slider that time. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The first baseman, number 33.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Ready on 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will ready once again, Luis Valbuena. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gardner going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Our right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Into the box, Cole Calhoun. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And there's ball 1. Hit well towards the hole. Torreyes fields it cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Albert now. Comes in 1. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. Dylan Betances takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Payoff pitch one more time. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Chris Young. He went down on strikes last time up. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. But the Angels are able. Ready for another chance. Brandon Drury. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Young comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The catcher, number 20.
A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game.
First pitch on its way. Now had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting. Second.
Ready for another shot now. Ronald Torreyes. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2. Ready now for L.A. Martin Maldonado. It was a walk in his last trip. In there, no balls and a strike.
Maldonado.
The 0-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 1 for 4. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. The 0-1 popped him up. Drury is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Last time through was a base hit. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Drury is there. So back to the...
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Now the 1-2 pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Young is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Didi Gregorius. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Now batting. Right fielder. Clint Frazier.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Clint Frazier. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Judge over at second. Gregorius at first. 2 out in the inning. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
The left fielder, number 31.
Here's Chris Carter now. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Hit hard towards the hole. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman, Luis.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 2 for 4.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. At the plate, Greg Bird. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he misses there. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Bird swings, and this one is crushed out to right field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see.
Now batting, third baseman,
Brandon Drury will bat next. Hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Standing in now, Austin Romine. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 1-0. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Simmons on to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Now in the box, Ronald Torreyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Liner towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 1 for 3.
Paul Calhoun. Your attention, please.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. Justin Upton will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball one.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now. Here's Chris Young, lifetime line against Chapman. He's 0 for 4. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swing and a liner. And Young is aboard. That's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Angels down to their last strike. Missed with a slider.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a danger.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game.